What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Now, Gary Gensler, Kraken, is this going to send the crypto markets into a downfall? And are we going to see a global recession? What's the fallout from this news and views from Gary Gensler? We're going to break it down in this video. Particularly, I want to talk about Operation Choke Point. If you don't know what that is, you know, stick around because it's pretty interesting if you are in cryptocurrency. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with everything going on in the world of cryptocurrency, and let's dive into it. So first and foremost, let's take a look at Gary Gensler and what he had to say on CNBC News the other day.
Andrew, what Kraken was doing was asking the American public for their coins, crypto tokens, and saying, I'll give you a return, 4% to 21% returns. And the problem was they were not disclosing to the investing public the risk that the investing public was entering into. And we have a basic bargain in the United States since the 1930s. You can take whatever risks you want. Companies like Kraken can offer investment contracts and investment schemes, but they have to have full, fair, and truthful disclosure.
So there you go. Gary Gensler basically saying Kraken didn't explain the risks involved with staking. Now, I want to be really clear around that point because quite a few people have come out and said staking is banned, staking is being removed, that Kraken were up to no good. Ultimately, this is almost, in my opinion, a loophole that Gary Gensler and the SEC have used to get after Kraken. They didn't explain the fact that there is a risk attached to investing through a cryptocurrency platform. The honest answer with that is, do you know why? Because the government won't bail them out. It's okay to invest in a bank because the government will bail them out. Here in the UK, we saw a gigantic banking collapse. What happened? Well, ultimately, the government used public funds to bail the banks out. So it's a very interesting point. It says here, Gary Gensler, SEC chair, joins Squawk Box to discuss the recent crackdown from the SEC on Kraken and how the company's operations differ from other yield-based products and more. And ultimately, like I said, that was him coming out with his view on why they did it. Now, what does it mean for cryptocurrency? What does it mean for staking? Now, we know that Kraken has subsequently removed their staking platform, and I imagine this is probably tied into the $30 million fine they've had, as opposed to a move to remove staking globally or equally in the US, because we've not seen it in things like Coinbase, we've not seen it in anywhere like Binance, but it says, the narrative, the US Securities and Exchange Commission announced changes against crypto exchange Kraken on Thursday, alleging its offering of a crypto staking as a service program amounting to offering unregistered securities. Again, in my opinion, it's a little dig at XRP. Why does it matter? Well, the action raised a number of questions about what it means for staking at large in the US. Remember, this is specifically just for the US right now. Before we go further, it's worth defining some of the terms proof of stake consensus, where ultimately you lock your tokens up to support the consensus or the validation of the ledger using your coins in return for a yield based upon the number in which you stake. It says staking has got an increasing amount of attention in recent years, especially in 2022, after Ethereum, the world's most second valuable cryptocurrency network, transitioned from proof of work to proof of stake. And what I always think is funny with these is they never say that it reduced the energy consumption by 99.9%. And ultimately, again, that was one of the reasons why they did it. If it was energy efficient and we weren't in a world where the economy and equally the environment is a real challenge, I genuinely don't think Ethereum would have moved to proof of stake. I think it was moved through Vitalik's vision to become more sustainable and eco-friendly. Now, what has it meant for the markets? We have seen a pullback in the markets, as you would expect. This is news that would spook any investor in the cryptocurrency space. People thinking that staking is going to go. One of the best things we have is staking, is earning rewards, is ensuring your crypto are working for you outside of the regulatory financial systems. And again, we do generally see better returns on our investments through cryptocurrency programs and protocols versus the normal way of investing. Now, it always comes with a risk, and I think everybody that's in cryptocurrency understands the risk, particularly when we see things like FTT and FTX. Now, with Gensler being involved in that, and that's still to come out, there is an interesting article coming forward. We have Operation Choke Point. Now, I'll leave a link to this in the description so you guys can come and look at this. From a disclosure perspective, this is an opinion. Again, have a read through it. This comes from a Nick Carter, and ultimately what it is talking about is the Biden administration trying to ban cryptocurrency. Biden's been quite outspoken in terms of what he wants to do, which is contrary to us here in the UK, where we want to embrace and become a hub of cryptocurrency. I know right now where I certainly want to be living. Now, it gets through a chain of events in terms of what they're doing, but ultimately, as a summary of this, what it is a view to the banking systems restricting crypto businesses. It says that for crypto firms, obtaining access to onshore banking systems has always been a challenge. Even today, crypto startups struggle mightily to get banks, and only a handful of boutiques serve them. This is why stablecoins like Tether found popularity early on to facilitate the settlement where the rails of traditional banking were unavailable. Ultimately, if you start a new crypto project up and you need to be able to off-ramp crypto to fiat, whether you're paying fees, taxes, whatever it is, then the SEC, the American government, the US are trying to make it incredibly difficult for you as a cryptocurrency exchange or project to off-board, to pay your bills. And ultimately, what does it do? It stifles the market. It makes it incredibly difficult. Therefore, people can't transact. And the next thing potentially will be not being able to transfer or on and off-ramp your fiat for crypto. And I think this is what they're trying to do. Now, again, it does go through a full article here. In terms of what's on there, you can see a kind of list and chain of things that have happened, which ultimately are aligned to the fact that they are trying to restrict the banking system, supporting the cryptocurrency space. It says there, look, on Jan 27th, Fed statement is entered into the Federal Registry, turning the policy statement into a final rule with no congressional review or public notice and comment period. They are pushing things through that ultimately then mean that we can't get involved with them. In summary, banks taking deposits from crypto clients, issuing stablecoins, engaging in cryptocurrency, or seeking to hold crypto as a principal have faced nothing short of an onslaught from regulators in recent weeks' time. And again, using the expression safety and soundness, they've made it clear that from a bank touching public, blockchain is the way they're considered unacceptably risky. What do the banks want? Why are the banks interested? The banks want your money. The banks want you to invest your hard-earned money in them, and they'll give you some pennies as an interest rate because we tell you and you are told that ultimately your money is safe in the banks. Well, go back 10 years ago, your money certainly wasn't that safe then. Go back 20 years ago when pensions got absolutely wrecked. It's certainly an interesting thing. It's a very, very interesting article. Is this all just a way of trying to control the market? Is the Fed trying to make sure that this spike of investing does not get out of hand? Or is this really a crackdown on cryptocurrency? Well, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Very interesting article. We obviously know that the crypto market taking a bit of a hit today. We can go and see a lot of the coins here. Like you can see Bitcoin down again 3 days in a row. We have just gone into a new day here in the UK. You can see 20 minutes into the new day at the bottom. We're seeing pretty much a red market out there with only a handful starting to buck the trend. So time's going to tell with this one. I think there's a bit more pain to come in the cryptocurrency markets. Weekends have been kind to us. Let's see how this all pans out. But be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date. We'll bring you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency and what's going on. And as ever, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one.